everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Vikings going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and our home team. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They run again with Jackson. Oh, twisting away. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Old coach of mine used to say all the time, hey, sometimes you got to put your nose down, put your shoulder down, and drive forward and get some yardage. Save those dance moves for the senior ball, son.
The defense, though, they were crashing hard. He didn't really have much of a chance. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw here. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The tight end in motion right. On the run, this is Jackson. And now running right through him. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
There's Jackson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll go with the keeper. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Floyd, the man in motion left. They'll run it with Jackson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
This is Jackson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. On first down, it's locked. And the Raiders have got him. Aldon Smith. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Here's Luck now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. third and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it first and goal. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They start the drive with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. From the gun, here's Love. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down. A shotgun snap for Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Locke. To Shepard, complete over the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again is Locke. And Locke will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On On second down, here's Love. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Still 9 yards to go on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on third down, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, here we go. Watch him now, Barney!
Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Luck on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
All right, now, look at 56.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks around the 37. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Leopard! Now let's go! Gun!
Floyd, the man in motion right.
Over! Watch it now, Barney! Be ready!
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, it's Love. And he rifles one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And on 2nd and 10 now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The slot man in motion right. Back to the air. Lock on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Leopard! Now let's go! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Leopard!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. A second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They are going for it. It's Locke. Cooper's got it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Off of play action. Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Luck. Over the middle, complete. It's Hampton. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Back to the Philly. Here we go. Go. All right, here we go. Right here, guys. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down. To throw is Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, that's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Raiders add 6.